Play really well this game. What's the last hit? 5 seconds. PPD, he's thinking about it.
RTZ definitely has to be careful as he didn't bring a south lane. He's only got tangos and he's sitting very low HP.
We're going to see Saxon make sure that he can't really get his way back towards any potential regen. RTZ just being bullied underneath his tower. Sumail getting him with the combo. Fada! He'll turn with the barrel with Sumail!
Boost the damage of the Terror Blade.
They can't get the CS.
And then he can't get the CS,
They
right?
can't.
It's kind of cool, actually. I didn't really think of that until just now.
And certainly seems to be working out fantastic for NiP on this top lane.
Yeah. Oh, they use a Battle Hunger. Fly's able to remove that one immediately. PPD's able to do a good job of getting these
three. Try for a bit of a go. They've got level 3, so they've got the point in the core. Mind control with the control. Zap there from Saxa.
Very nice. Very good laning start for NiP.
It really is. I mean, we're starting to see why when you play against Mind Control and NiP, you really have to consider banning out Axe in the first phase. Bottom lane, they've got the lockdown onto Ace. There's not quite enough time though. Now Ace just turns towards S4 and S4 taken down as PPD. It's just being ran at by this Axe that can potentially have a 10-minute blink if Mind Control so wishes to do so. Top lane, they look to play aggressive. S4 will go for the Who Stop, but the call's there. The spins come through.
He gets the dunk.
It's a little early. And S4's fine with a stick, and they're going to turn it. They're looking for the kill. It's a big one, but they can't get it. Mind Control does finally fall, though. EG will take the trade. It's a lot of money for Crit. He gets 500 gold. Bada jumps down. Sumail is there as well. Looks to beat down onto Crit. Quick toss back. Sumail, but no! The boundary strike from Bada.
Here, he's going to be able to make the plays around the map, so Bounty Rune's coming out. Fada trying to secure with the Wukongs. They're actually throwing it. Crit back into it here.
Back in. Boundless out once more. Crit does manage to turn with the Earth Spike. A quick toss to the side. Crit's going to look to try and deny himself the neutrals, but he cannot do so. Mind Control comes. Decided to just pick up the Vanguard. You lose a fair bit of money. Going down on that top lane with the money he had, as we see here again. Looks to be a good aggressive play from Mind Control and Saxa, but they were ready to return. Sure, Crit does end up losing his life, but as we say, it's such a big kill. Anytime you get the chance to bring down Mind Control, you certainly take value one.
That is very true. They are looking to set up for it, but he's so tanky still.
With the Vanguard,
they might be able to get the toss set up.
Let's see if they've got the damage.
They should be able to.
They've got a lot of lockdown. Hex, Spike, Sumail, they'll live. With the finger as well, they take the kill.
Very nice.
Push.
He's looking to take out some of the wards. Just because he knows that EG, they're putting the focus onto the Axe right now.
Crit. He's starting to bait some action. Fada jumps forward. He'll get hexed up immediately. Sumail comes in with a 2-man outburst. The toss as well. It's not enough to get the kills though. As Liquid, they're still too tanky. Standing their ground. Fada's down with the Wukong's command. Sumail will escape with the Stampede. He gets out of range. S4 straight in. Who Stop. They punish the Monkey King. And
creeps.
Here they come. Let's see if Fly's going to receive any backup as he's getting dove upon. There's a lot of them here. I don't think anyone's going to be answering Fly's calls as he's trapped, surrounded. Mind Control dunks him down. They'll take this.
He's happy. Crit also going for that Aether Lens runs in this game because they have the toss forward.
Set up for the Hex. Crit's in straight away. Sumail jumping forward. They've got the finger as well. A lot of burst. It's enough. Sumail gets the kill and now he looks to get out of there. Stampede pop. Who Stop under Mind Control. Silence as well. Crit, can he get out of this though? As the chase is there from Mind Control. Crit falling incredibly low. Gets stoned down. Mind Control gets one. Can they die for more? They're looking for Sumail. They have the slow. If Frigga comes down, it's not enough burst though. Sumail too tanky on the Tiny to be burst down by the finger. But the Avalanche, he's in! Into the Tide, he gets the combo, sets up on Sumail. The Battle Hunger's there on S4. He cannot run away from these heroes as NiP. He's out of this bottom lane.
They're putting the focus on S4. They know he's the big playmaker with that blink.
And he's on his own.
To get it. He's completely alone.
Very far at the moment. Quick knockback by the Adaptive Strike. Ace has to set up. Fada's in as well. They'll surround him. A lot of stun. No chance for S4 to escape from that. They may lose heroes for it, but they may be able to take an Aegis and a Roche away.
Mind Control on the high ground here. They scout RTZ.
They've seen him. They get the grab and telekinesis, dragging him into Mind Control's call. They've got RTZ locked down at the top of the Stampede. Comes in. S4 charges forward. Who Stop? They haven't got to Mind Control. Mind Control
RTZ gets under.
RTZ Sunder back up to full. Mind Control flies back, but the Chen is dead.
Stolen
Sunder. Saxa. It doesn't matter. No one does it. Mind Control call. It does. It does. Saxa with the stolen Sunder. Inside the base of EG.
They're using an aggressive glyph here by NiP to keep this pressure onto the tower with these 3 catapults
How
too.
do you stop this?
Significant damage.
You can't really jump on this Morphling, especially with Aegis. Even without Aegis, it's a hard target to get. EG just have to let NiP take the tier 3 tower. They know that RTZ is still there behind.
Mind Control.
Oh, they found him! Oh, they got him! Liquid I mean,
And trying to get a BKB, but he is so slowed down in this game.
Full Crimson Guard on
Ooh.
mind control.
EG.
They're going to try and jump. They go straight away. Look for the combo to mind control. Stampede comes out as well. They're on top of PPD. PPD's gone. They look towards mind control. They've got the damage with the Terrorblade. They'll take him down. Fighter goes for the recourse command on the side. They're trying to head back in with the stolen Stampede. Ace dives forward with the waveform. Right clicks down Crit. They've found one, but they've lost two. Can they get anything more? S4 goes for the huge jump onto Fada, but he's getting kited out. Chased down Ace into the Terrorblade form. Bam! Adaptive strike finishes off the kill. Their best play is to really sort of utilize the global silence and the Stampede to just get in and get out. They have to look for the sort of the Aegis cheese steal plays. They can't afford to just force a 5v5 whilst they're behind.
Yeah. And NiP, they might just look to take a fight here. They've got the Stampede, S4.
Saxa is going to be able to get a position, pops his own Stampede, but Saxa's waiting it out. Has the catch with the telekinesis, throws him up into the air with the Yule Scepter. They kite him out. S4 is not able to get off the Who Stompers. They'll beat him down.
And they find the two supports at the maximum morph timer so that he can turn into TB as that morphling as well too.
He's getting close to that Scotty EG.
The position here.
S4. He's going to try to start something off here. Sumailin as well. They'll pop the global. Can they get any kills? Oh no. Cheese from mind control brings him back up to full. EG will be able to pop the Aegis out of the hands of Ace. Saxa jumps back in with a stolen Who Stomp. Arteezy won't fall for now. He is able to retreat. They do have the Crimson Guard buff as well if he does get jumped. Still 20-9 on the kills. BKB finished for Ace.
Yeah.
That's EG. They're going to be found out here, or at least mind control will jump. They have got the backup though, EG. Sumail goes in straight away, look for the combo to the Rubik, but it's not quite enough damage. Fire here. Tag teams in. They have the stun, locking down Sumail. Sumail cannot run as the boundless strike from
Ace freshly picked up. He deviated from the Scotty after he got burst down with the Aegis. He knows he needs to have that magic immunity.
And at the moment, they know they've certainly got the damage. And he can certainly rely on his team's backup to keep him safe and allowed to go for these pushes, Aegis or not. He doesn't have to rely on that second life to stand his ground and push on. BKB is enough.
Saxa still has this stolen hoof stomp too on Rubik, and even better Centaur kind of in a way because the animation is so much quicker.
Fortification comes out from EG. They have the full lineup back on the game.
They have 20 seconds until meta's available. Global is back up too, so they've got everything available on EG soon. And with this Rax, it's dying.
Cancelling S4's blink. And indeed Ace is trying to hold his ground. They'll toss back the Sensor, but the Rax are gone. NiP.
Just has to be careful he doesn't get jumped on, in particular by mind control. That Blade Mail is still always going to be that option. The scan comes out EG. They know where NiP is positioned. The illusion also.
I mean, surely Arteezy wants to get himself right out of it. Do they really want to try and take a fight, EG? That is the question. Arteezy got to be a little careful if any sort of jump is made. Mind control eyeing it up. The illusion upon him will stop any sort of potential blink. It's S4.
He's trying to get away.
He cuts the tree of Fada, but there's a lot of backup here as S4 tried to have a bit of a poke at the backlines, but it cost him his...
He can have his explosive starts, but your farm just starts to slow down significantly. So NiP, it's just about map control.
Straight away. Let's see Chance stack on. They grab in. They get Crit. Jump forward from mind control as he looks for the hold on to Fly. Sumail's going to go in onto the backlines. Looks for the combo onto Fada. But at this point, it's just not enough damage at all. Boundless strike goes down upon him, but they don't have detection to chase him for more. So he'll be able to get himself to safety, Sumail. And they're losing Crit for now. Oh, they may make it Fly as well. As Saxa jumps forward. Quick fade bolt.
They're getting such a significant amount of items. And look at this, the mobility we were talking about on that Monkey King. They've spotted Arteezy. He's got no TP.
He's on his own. Fada knows he's got to lead in onto this one. Arteezy jumps upon. They've got the call as well. Arteezy's there. He can get on his hand off. The damage. They come for the smoke play. Arteezy still yet to invest that 5.6k. He does not have the Scotty. They're hoping that they can catch NiP out one by one. They do find the jump onto Saxa. And they will be able to find him. It's sure it's a Rubik, but it's a pretty fast 6-0-17. That's a good chunk of gold going the way of Sumail. Dead for 70 seconds. Can EG break apart more of NiP? That is the question. As Crit gonna try and slide forward, turns, get the stun up, but with the BKB from Ace, he'll get punched down.
Themselves on the high ground here, trying to catch them down when they don't have their Rubik mind control. He's gonna be the one walking in.
This is such a risky fight for EG. Can they look for the jump? They get the control, mind control. He gets hoofed up. Sumail with the combo. They've got him. EG against all odds, finding two big pickoffs. A courier as well. Say goodbye to your TP scrolls, fools. Some TB on TB action, just as we like it here in this meta. I'm going to make an attempt to roast themselves. It is the Aegis Cheese and Refresher Shard. Can EG really get away with this, Sumail? Wait up at the moment, look for the jump onto Ace. Global silence as well. They try to burst him down. Can they finish him off in time? He's been silenced.
They will.
Got him.
Oh my God.
Evil geniuses. They're holding on.
These high ground wards just doing so much work.
CG.
With this DD, they want to threaten it. So
Take
it's actually going to be running out pretty much right now, but...
There we go, mind control. Go straight away with the cool. Have they got the damage to bring him down once? They bring him along. S4 comes in with the stampede straight away. Look for mind control. RTZ trying for the Sunder. It doesn't do too much, but mind control may still fall. RTZ Manta pops it, turns towards Ace, but Ace, he's got more health than RTZ. RTZ off the ground, and being down too. Oh, the agony finger from Saxa. Bursts him down the once. Now can they go for a second attempt on his life? Mind control jumps forward. S4 trying to offer the backup to keep RTZ alive, but he's changed stunned up. RTZ will fall. S4, he cannot run away from this as NiP will...
Saxa has to stay very far positioned in the back lines here. Does not have buyback on this Rubik. Ace, he can be much more aggressive, so can Peter with the buyback available.
They really don't want to buy back on RTZ. It won't do a whole lot for them because he doesn't have the meta and he needs every penny at this stage. As they'll let this one go. NiP taking another set of racks. At least the melee looks like they'll be able to push them away potentially from the range racks. We'll see once again from this replay. RTZ trying to go for a good start. The Sunder used in a way that it doesn't really do too much for him, and that's why for
Battle, and NiP wins it. EG has to back away here as they don't have much more, but fire, they get caught.
Forward. The global silence is going to be popped. EG chooses the opportunity to fight here. They jump forward straight away. Samel looking to burst down the Rubik. Rubik builds it himself up. Goes center, won't save him. Earthspike finishes him off. RTZ looks towards Mike Control with the meta. The Sunder takes the life of PPD. He's back up to full. Mike Control. Oh, he's getting pummeled. The damage from RTZ. It's not enough to keep him alive though. As Ace will clean up RTZ. 2 buybacks coming out from NiP.
To actually get these spell steals, just trying to kill this Rubik time and time again. RTZ with this DD does a significant amount of damage.
He might be ready to just go straight in. Whoa, he jumps forward, look to go. Samel, he's going to sort of panic. A bit of a whiff there with the Avalanche.
They have to defend this Rax. It's the Megas if they lose it.
Oh, it's so much damage.
It's a DD more play.
Oh, this Rax don't stand a lot of chance on this bottom lane. As Ace pushes in, flies out of the game, buys back. Samel, he's forward. The Avalanche control toss back. They've got the Hex. Do they have the damage? Get full. And the Summer Mind control. He's in with the cool up to 2. But they're both to get down. Ace will fall. They kill them off. Sunder from RTZ takes the life out of the Liquid Mind control. Double kill for RTZ.
Oh my god.
NiP, they showed that they could fight back and look for a push after that attempt from EG in the mid lane. Now it's EG's turn. Aware that they're going to play. They're trying to bait with RTZ and his Aegis. The scan comes out though. The awareness is there from NiP. They've scanned this. RTZ does hit shoved to the side. Ace, he goes for the BKB. Samel tries to come in, but the BKB is already out. RTZ looks to one fight over the Wukong command. Level 25 and down RTZ. He's being down PPD. Triple fall. Crit. Fight back. RTZ turns. Sunder back up to full. They have the damage to claim Saxa's 2 dead on NiP. Mind control and Fodder trying to hide in the trees, but Ace, he needs help. He's not going to get it. Samel is on top of him. Ace has got his ready. Ace does have one as well.
DD Terrorblade on the high ground.
The real test now for PPD and his team, as they once held quite a lead, but EG, I wouldn't really say through sort of mistakes from NiP, just through top tier plays from Evil Geniuses, have now been able to get themselves back on top in terms of money. Obviously the base situation still favorable for NiP as EG are yet to get a Rax. RTZ gets caught. As the Aegis gone. BKB and Wukong's command here committed by Fodder. Ace will buy back. Can they kill the RTZ a second time though? He's got the BKB, Hurricane Pikes out.
That's game 2. He's caught up significantly in farm, actually passing Fodder on the Monkey King. His damage is also very significant too at this data list. And now,
they found him. He has just picked up the Satanic, but is he going to get a chance to pop it? He's not!
Control! He's dead for 120! Oh my god!
Oh, NiP, they found him on a little shopping spree. And S4's gone as going to be an easy one.
They've got a glyph available too.
They do at least have the Metamorphosis ready when he's back in. No global for just over a minute. As NiP, they set up camp on the bottom lane. Wukong's command is down. They'll look at these Rags. They've got the buybacks ready right now. If they want to commit back in, and they do. Samel's got the setup. Buyback comes out from S4. RTZ still holding on to his right. Get the Hex. Can they fit the ball and look down at Samel? He's on top of an Ace. Gets the BKB on. RTZ buybacks as well as S4 looks towards Saxa. Ace, BKB's slides away in mind control. Goes for the goal, but the BKB's already out from RTZ. With the Metamorphosis, he has the damage. Mind control's gone. They get Fodder as well. They've got the control onto Saxa who yields himself up, but he's surrounded. Saxa falls too. As EG have Control tried to sort of make the play to turn things around, but at this point, Arteezy wants the BK to be out. He can really sort of stand and hit into this axe without too much worry of killing himself off.
Are under attack.
They're pushing back in.
Radiant's middle barracks.
They still have a tier 2 up top. He's got 25 seconds till he's back up here.
There he is.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Arteezy.
Radiant's
Ivana commits forward.
The Wukongs.
The global.
Wukongs does come out after the BKB and Wukongs from Fada, allows them to disengage. Hit that double stampede ready to go. A lot of duration of the fight where damage just cannot be done effectively to Evil Genius's lineup. That's Roshan down to Underheart, Sumail. They're going to start things off straight away. Fada gets the Wukong Sumail now. They're around the pit. Looks towards Arteezy, Sumail. And Arteezy with the BKB. Sumail with the stampede.
He's going to live again.
S4 gets outside of the pit.
He's got even past the cheese as well.
Arteezy popping the refresher off, so he's ready with the second lot of spells to go. And the BKB in search, but the Roshan's gone. Ace will take the ages. They're trying to head into the pit now. Arteezy coming in with the BKB. He's got the damage. He's ripping apart this monkey keeper.
Stampede for Stampede.
Fada's back up to full. The stolen Stampede allowing NiP to get themselves away, but EG are hot with the chase. They're looking to keep the control of the mic control, but Saxa, the telekinesis, is going to get captured. There's the torch forward there from Sumail. Tosses S4 into the two-man Who-Stuff. Fada is the Arteezy. He's trying to find mic control with the BKB, and the playback takes it down. Arteezy will force Sumail and crit. They're not done. They're trying their best to look towards Ace, but Sumail is falling low. He's run out of energy. Sumail will fall.
Oh my two.
When they don't have sort of the stampede at the ready, EG, they do take so much damage from being in the center of the Wukongs with S4. Trying to sort of play with them, keep them away from potentially pushing.
Sumail.
Sumail, he's in. They'll look to wait for Ace to bring him over the damage for Sumail. It's enough. Oh, it's not. Ace will live. Oh, he's lived. It's not enough. It's not enough for Crit. Ace still alive. Mind control tags team straight back in. Jumps forward for the call onto Crit. As Crit and Fly look to be in trouble, BKB comes out from mind control. He's not going to mess around.
Oh my God.
Sets up for them to beat. They'll keep them aggroed off the Rags though.
They do.
That range, Rags will survive enough. Fada, is he going to go?
Back. They hit it. The Mega is claimed by
they
creeps.
turn back towards it.
To know that those buybacks are not available.
As here we go. Wukong's command laid down. They need to do as much as they can within this 20 seconds window without Arteezy in the game. There's no fortification as NiP, they'll take the tier 4s, they're onto the base. Can EG really keep them off with just the three of them? I don't know if they can. There'll be 5 seconds before the turn. S4 jumps in, Global as well. Crit goes for the combo, lockdown. Can they kill this man in time with the Hex? They might just be able to go. Ace kept alive, he'll survive, but Arteezy back in the game. He's in with the respawn, the BKB's out, turn towards Fada. They've got the Scotty straight, Fada's been silenced. They've killed the Monkey King. He's dead for 2 minutes, and with the silence to curse, they can look to slow down more. NiP, they're starting to retreat.
They just have to reset. They have to be a little bit careful here.
They lost Fada, but they did manage to benefit. But also that play from S4, sure he dies, but just jumping in as it were with that Who-Stop, slowing down them that little bit.
Sumail.
See the protection from Mike John back in the game. Oh, Sumail, he's been caught. Mind control, he's got them. He's got the ball.
It's under.
Though. Arteezy, can he really survive this? He's healing up with the Satanic. Ace trying to punch back, turning 40, but Arteezy gets started. He's dead. Oh, it's surely all over now for EG.
Holy crap, what a game.
The ancient is exposed. GG is called. And ladies and gentlemen, your victors of game 1 will be NiP.
Holy shit. What a game.
What a game.
Everybody's performance was
Absolutely
insane.
Pick.
Just pull out the Brood.
The Brood.
Actually,
That is very nice. Gonna get that level 3. So you have that aftershock available.
So if they're going to get a bit of an attempt here, Sumail trying to get in a position for the follow-up arrow. It does have to be a close one. Actually, right-clicking before the arrow connected, so taking the Nightmare off onto himself. He'll jump forward, looking for this attempt. He'll expend another leap. He really wants to find his Fada. Trying with the juke Fada. Will finally fall. The brain sap from Fly finishes him off. And Sumail, he's out of leaps. He's going to look to deny himself to the Ancient, but PPD strikes him down. Left in the tank to really sort of set up by time for Arteezy to come across. So Mind Control's going to be able to get away with this. Maybe even turn towards Fly. Fire Spirit's on him. Is, as I say, out of mana if Mind Control's able to close the gap. He's done fly, he's coming a little too close to this, and that's going to cost him his life.
Yep.
Playing around with fire quite literally easy. It's definitely not nearly as bad for him in terms of farm as Game 1 was. Game 1 was a terrible lane for him to play against. So this one is not easy, but it's a little bit better. We are going to see him get jumped on though now, as he is trapped by the Fissure. He'll look for the walk around, flies there with the Nightmare, holds back mind control. It's easy to keep very low to the Fire Spirits, but not low enough to kill him off. But with the backup from Crit, comes in with a rotation, snowball, so fearing down mind control. Saxa gets out, but as we're seeing, EG are able to make sure that RTZ can get
really good control this lane. They're trying to punish him.
EG.
They're bringing 4 heroes in the
They know he's about to hit 6. They know that they can close the gap easily with a snowball setup. The knockback as well from the flame break into the arrow from Samael. And EG just playing the lanes that much better than they did in Game 1.
That means RTZ's left alone. Immediate TP by PPD.
He does have Sunder, but he can't get it off. The chain stuff from mind control enough. Up against Tuss, that's not a fun lane to play as the Drow.
But having that Nature's Prophet, right? That's what we were talking about. That's the X factor that can really come into play in these, when there's those pressure lanes coming out.
Well, to try and get the Nightmare onto Saxa. That cast animation a little too long, so Saxa is able to dive away. We are seeing Crit head over too. I know Saxa has already used the dive fly, actually coming in straight away with the setup behind the tower. Has the Nightmare into the arrow for Samel. They'll move forward, trying to bring down Fada. He'll turn with the nuke, be able to take down Fly, and Fada trying to back away, but the snowball there is coming in from Crit. Will allow EG to take the trade, 1-for-1. They get themselves the mid laner, they'll be the happier side.
They're just really trying to punish him before he hits 6.
Fly, hunting for Nightmare. See if they've got the follow-up. I mean, RTZ stepping across. He's only got a few seconds left for meta.
Yeah.
So, not really a kill that those two can attempt to make a go for. Mid lane, S4, keeping in under the guise of the Moonlight Shadow. He has got Lasso. No, he's not got it skilled as of yet. Holding on to the point now. He'll put the point into it. Skills the point in Lasso, so he has the control to drag PPD back. They do get the two-man gust though. Ace moving in, and in fact, with a right click for this drag, bringing Samel incredibly low, will be able to leap out. Damage over time. The Frost Arrows will stop Crit and Samel chasing for more. Mind control, grabs himself the double damage rune. Samel wants to finish off this kill, but he's already used all of the leaps. Mind control turns with the Fissure, holds back Samel. S4 trying to close the gap. The vision is there for the snowball to come in. A gust will be attempted to push them back. Maybe Ace can get the kill and return onto Crit. All these charges though. Crit's back up to full, and now Ace, he's in trouble. He's falling low. He's got back up this time from Fada and PPD. The stone drops come out for the Familiars. They get S4. Familiars are here though. They get the slow on to Fly. S4 trying to chase down from the side. Looks for the flame break. Knockback. Will get it. He'll continue to move on to PPD. The shards as well. Coming in. They've got the vision. They're on top of him as Firefly comes into play from S4. He burns down PPD.
Perfect knock. Level 7, but they're invised up around him.
They're on top of him. He doesn't know this. They've got a lasso. They've got a lot of lockdown and catch between these two. TPs are coming through towards the top lane. Mind control does have an echo slam to buy time for the rest of the team, but the shards and snow will come through. They lose mind control. Can Ace find kills in return? He's got a lot of punch. Crit keeping himself close to reduce the damage from the aura, but it's not going to be enough to keep Crit alive. Absolutely mean the difference in a successful fight. As obviously at this stage of the game, EG there line up with no ways to remove that silence.
Yeah, look at this Fada. He's kind of baiting. They have a rotation coming up from NiP.
From these Familiars, and Fada once that precision aura's out.
And they're looking for
so
more.
much. They will get the dive onto Crit, but he's out of range.
Okay.
Of the vision as mid lane Fly. He tried for the Fiend Grip, but mind control's going to be there with a kickback, and Fly will fall. Fada picks up another kill with the nuke. As behind as they were at this point in Game 1. They're keeping it close, but definite signs of NiP really being able to find that momentum. He's deeping into this one. Lots of slows coming through. The damage from the Familiars. You have to be so careful when TPing straight into a Drow strat, as they will simply... Brown comes from Mindstro. He's still got a little bit of time left on that Invis rune. He was seeing if he could find himself maybe on top of RTZ.
Oh, he might actually do it.
I mean, the Invis rune's worn off, but it goes for the Echo first. That's going to mean that RTZ has got the chance to play with the Sunder, get himself back up to full. At the same time, though, Ace finds Crit. The Crit comes out from EG. They do kill off Saxa.
Stake they're coming into play.
Radiant's top tower.
Going for that Echo Slam, so the instant cast rather than the slower Fissure. Within range, the silence, hang on, RTZ!
Oh my goodness, whoa!
People not respecting sort of the damage and the silence. Slam's missed this game.
Yeah.
He should have no trouble getting on top of his targets. The Familiars already scouting out S4, in fact, behind the tower, allowing Ace to come in. Fada there with the sweep off the sideline he knows that S4's going to look for that play, and S4, he cannot do so with the message in the game.
And look at bottom. Ace is already setting up.
Oh,
he's got a gust.
Oh, I mean, they are playing this beautifully. He didn't even need any help. PP.
With this, the way that he played this, just jungling, he's getting the Shadow Blade.
They're playing so
the
fast.
scan.
The scan.
my
They know
God.
someone's here, and it's Arteezy. Can they kill him off? They've got the echo. They've got the silence. Oh, NiP. It's absolutely glorious.
And look at this, Fada's at the same
base.
time.
They're making so many plays, and EG, they're just making mistakes. They've got to turn this around. It's mind control. He's in with a stun.
He's got the cancel on the
As
trigger.
well. It gets the 3 of them.
Oh
The
my
super
God.
over. It's in. Oh no! Evil geniuses, what are you doing?
We mentioned this game of momentum, and NiP is executing it
They
perfect.
are.
EG's kind of crumbling here.
They just made so many plays perfectly, one after another there, NiP. They play so fast, exactly how they have to with this draft. And 20 minutes in,
This
they're
could be a
looking to
Rax.
take the Rax.
Oh my goodness. It's just that. Look how fast it's dropping.
This is, I mean, sort of PPD's master plan,
my
master
God.
answer in terms of draft. I mean,
This is the
they're
richest
also
he's ever.
rich.
They're also rich because they've claimed so
Yeah.
many towers on the map, and they're just playing at this incredible fast pace.
He's going to look to punish him.
Is he going to buy anything?
But the lasso drags him forward. Is he going to spend his money? Doesn't. Loses a couple of
Only loses a
hundred.
little bit.
Message. And then it's like, oh my goodness, this hero's pretty damn good with drought. And NiP are just taking over the game with it.
PPD.
He does go for a ward. He's been found. And they'll kill him off again. Arteezy kill him off a couple of times. Oh, the TV's been cancelled. Arteezy.
Do they have reveal? They only have that one sentry on the high
I don't
ground.
think they do. Oh. He just walks away from it all.
Not showing up with detection.
No.
Saksa being more greedy. He almost has.
They'll get that kill.
Yeah, and bounty runes coming up. They want to try to find a fight here. Arteezy.
Oh, he's on the front. Familiar's starting to scout. They look for an opportunity. They see the bane. They'll take the fly bane first. Moonlight Shadow comes through. Arteezy has to retreat. Moonlight Shadow's out, but they lose both of their supports, EG. Crit and fly, dead for 70. Samel.
And they still have their ultis available.
Mind control team back. He's got the slam available if he wants to play around with Arteezy. Arteezy trying to lead himself away. Controls there as Shaker holds down Arteezy. Saxon's coming in for the side. Arteezy does get the Sunder off, but the Echo, the lockdown, the Sunray, it's all too much for this Terrorblade. As Arteezy falls bottom lane, they're just collapsing in onto the racks. They go for the Fiend's Grip, holding down one.
got
Ace
control.
getting knocked back in the base. Arteezy's come back with the defense. They have killed off Ace, but Fada with his familiar stunning up the Terrorblade. Isn't it up? It's not. Fada cannot get away with being that deep to make the game close.
Absolutely. It was all about like that like high ground vision they got twice where they got significant kills. Arteezy steps forward.
Oh, he does. They've got their eyes on him.
Oh,
he's
he's
right on the
Fissure.
front lines. He's got nobody with him. Or has he? The Nightmare comes out. Arteezy can get his Sunder. Oh, Arteezy ready to fight. Metamorphosis out. He turns towards Fada. Fada trying to run away with the jump forward there from Samel. They've got the damage.
Oh
Fada's
my
going to
God.
get taken down. Fight
They get
control,
ace
fight
too.
back. They've got the lasso. Dragging back the drow. Arteezy double kill.
Holy crap.
Oh.
They get that nightmare, the slight little nightmare to buy time for the
fly-
BK.
Barracks are under attack.
Keeping the game going. They're moving for more with this smoke. They're trying to continue to fight here. They get the shards out. They're looking for Fada. Fada, he pulled back for this. They'll go in with the snowball. Do they have the damage with the rest of the meta? Yes, they
Fada's
do.
dead.
It's a dieback from Fada. Die forward from Saxa. But he's on the front line. Sunder from Arteezy brings it back on
Comes
the
up
board.
again.
The Supernova comes out for Samel and S4. They'll just right-click it down. They're going to be able to kill the egg.
my God.
They get the Phoenix. EG. Oh,
Holy crap.
97% mine.
Their lineup is all about like you have to play really, really perfectly. Can't make those type of mistakes. EG, they capitalize quite heavily.
S4.
S4.
He's going to try and go in, but straight away they'll jump on him in return. The full 5-man's here, and S4's got.
The bounty runes.
And that's the
scan down. It actually did clip one of NiP's members here, so they could be a little bit spooked that this is going on right now. Arteezy is spotted by a ward here right now. The Moonlight Shadow is. They know this is happening
They
on
know that
NiP.
they're coming in, NiP, they've got to try and get out, but Saxa's not going to get the chance, so maybe he will. The Fisher goes into play, but it's not
He's
enough
brought
time
down.
to buy for Saxa to get out of there. As the lasso locks him down, gets the kill. Samel, he's jumping forward for Ace, but the buyback from the Phoenix will dissuade EG from chasing. They can get a good grab from S4, dragging someone into the base. PPD gets a ward down. Smoke's going to come out from EG. They look for the superior placement. Saxa.
The
He's going to start
excellent
things off.
placement, but it's in a
Dives in,
bad
but even the
spot.
BKB in the lead. Samel's going to turn towards it and take the end down. That Saxa's dead for 100. Arteezy, side forward, looking to start the fight with the Metamorphosis out. He just rips apart Fada.
got cheese.
The Visage is dead. They have the snowball out to Ace. Samel's got the damage to bring down mind control. The dust is there. The shards won't quite grab him though. Ace is going to be controlled though by Crit as Crit is in with the punch. They'll kill him once. They'll almost certainly be able to do it again as Ace will try and bring down Crit with him, but RTZ has all the backup from NiP. I mean, maybe Mind Control could have found an opportunity to get him, but S4, he was straight on top of it. He locates the Shaker, makes sure that Mind Control isn't there with that sort of team fight follow-up. And even with the BKBs out, and Saxa knows that those sort of plays are desperate plays, and they'll cost you, because now EG pushing back down the mid lane. 50 seconds without the Drow Ranger.
They're cutting the creep waves though. We see the familiars. And it's just tough now, right? You're playing versus this just enormous Terrorblade. You have to try to make some type of like, miraculous go.
They're trying to go for this. Mind Control is in for the Nightmare. It's there. RTZ gets the BKB Sunder back onto full. They do have a good position with the Supernova, but is it good enough though? It doesn't look like it's Samel. He's in. Takes down the egg. Saxon's dead for 70 seconds. They've got the vision onto PPD as well. And the Nature's Prophet will fall. Yours Control onto the Drow Ranger. Setting up for the arrow. EG. They've found 4. 2 buybacks coming out. 3 buybacks coming out now from NiP. As EG move up to the high ground, Arteezy, he's got the punches onto Fada and PPD, pushing them back away from this defense. They have no Phoenix, they've used their ultimates here.
Saxa has the refresher shard, but he's dead with no buyback, so they don't even have the potential of Mind Control refreshing his ulti here.
To pop the fortification, but EG will happily use that time to reposition themselves down bottom. Then over the remainder of this Metamorphosis, RTZ can just continue to stand ground and push on. As EG, they'll take 2 melee racks and more range racks to fall as well down bottom as EG. 17k gold advantage, 21k experience, 2 racks looking to be in a favorable position. PPD will
To do some like dive, disarm, refresh, disarm, so that he can disarm the 2 heroes. They can hit the egg.
It
but
seems so hard
seems so
to do that.
hard.
And now the jump from S4. He's found a grab, he's found it. Saxon's going to look to head him, but RT's on the high ground with the BKB. They bring down the they're going to get the effect as well with Mind Control. He's trying his best with the Echo Zap. Will the Echo off? Mind Control! He's managed to hold them off the refresher! The second egg! NiP! Can Mind Control really carry the
Are they controlling him?
I think
Are they controlling him?
They've done it! They've got him! He's dead! Oh my god! Mind Control and Saxa pulling out the team fight! Oh, the egg! I think it was 1 hit away from dying.
It
but
absolutely
Mind Control!
Mind Control and Fada. The chains done from the familiars, from the...
Hey, just refresh the shard. Arteezy, what more could he want for this push? He's ready to go, but the ults are back up on NiP. And as long as Ace is careful with positioning, next time they'll have a chance of a full fight. Ooh, arrow coming a little close to Saxa. Will pass by. Arteezy getting away with a lot of damage onto this tier 3 tower. Will be disarmed momentarily by the Phoenix. The Familiar starting to come through. They have hexed him. They're still being a little cautious about how they jump in on this, NiP. As they know that RTZ has backup behind him. Fly is waiting in position for that perfect Nightmare. Multiple arrows come out. The jump, the agony grab. Trying to start the fight off. In they go. The snowball out as well. They managed to get the Phoenix. Buyback straight away from Saxa. Buyback as well from S4. Mind Control throws out the Fissure. Nightmare will be there for Crit. It will not save him. Crit falls. 2 buybacks now from EG. Mind Control trying to play around with Arteezy. The arrow connects onto Mind Control. Mind Control Glimmer Cake falls back. Mind Control will be kept alive. As NiP looks to push around it, and S4 will be able to retrieve that gem. Picks it back up. Wasn't picked up yet by NiP.
They refresh, they've got the second meta, second BKB as well for RTZ. He's trying to finish off
They
the
still have the
strikes.
Supernova and the Echo Slam. But indeed the melee right falling line, Mind Control jumps in with the Enchant Totem. The Familiars are on top of RTZ looking for the chain stun from Fada. The right flicks from Ace, the lead forward, the silence on easy. He's going to fall the
He's
wall.
not BKB as well.
Falls into the front though. He's going to be out without the ult. No Phoenix present for 2 minutes. As NiP, can they do a lot without that Supernova threat? Fissure out onto 2 from Mind Control. The melee racks are gone. EG still looking to stand tall and push for more. The arrow catches PPD.
They got what they came for though.
They got the objective.
60 seconds. EG They're going to look for the jump forward here.
And there's no real wave clear from NiP's lineup. It's going to be hard to push these lanes back out. Mid lane, Arteezy has been fishing for the jump in. S4, Aghanim's lasso grabs the two of them. He's killed off Fada. Fada does have a buyback available. They're getting forced back to the fountain. He'll buy back. Fly goes for the grip, onto mind control. Gus comes out from Ace to silence him. Fly will fall. They take the bane. EG now with just 4, pushing in onto the base. They'll respect the buyback from Fada as they do retreat.
My Vizures, the Enchant Totem, the runaway, just throwing out all these spells. It's such good execution coming out from them, but EG
Radiant's courier.
just a bit too strong at this moment. That's really careful. They just wait for those buybacks to come back up before they really try to force anything, but they have to be careful to not split up too much.
Arteezy, he's out of the front. Crit is there at the side. They do have a lot of ways to save it. So Mind Control has to slide himself away. PPD does he actually get knocked up the high ground by the Let's it again! The Aghanim's lasso doing so much here!
And they got Fada, the one who does not have buyback available on the side of NiP.
Time to push. It's a lot of damage and a lot of lockdown gone. Those familiars have done a lot. Mind Control!
Oh no!
Oh, they knew he was there! He does have buyback and will use with a 5 versus 4 advantage. Ready to approach those tier 4s and look to close the game up. What can NiP do? Mind Control jumps in. The Fisher, it catches the two of them. Do they have the damage to bring it down? They don't. The defensive snowball from Crit keeps Arteezy safe. He turns Sunders onto S4, takes his life. He'll take an egg as well as he brings down Saxa. NiP falls back to the base, falls back to the fountain. GG is called. We're going to a game 3.
This game was insane. NiP had done it. They had like a 9.
Are they doing Conka Brewmaster offlane or something?
Yeah, that doesn't sound that good.
They're tanky, I guess.
Arcane Rune also, of course, working on your Tidebringer, so you can use that one in favor for his lane too. Try to keep the harass up if he wants to.
So that bottom S4, trying to get aggressive onto Ace, goes in with the clap. PPD managing to distance Crit though, so you don't have sort of the two of them going on the same target at the same time.
Ace's farm is being slowed down a little bit here this
Top
time
lane,
around, though.
they've got the Fisher, they've got the damage, Arteezy will fall.
Damn.
And NiP get first blood. It's a strong duel lane.
Yeah, they switched the priority this time on. PPD, he might just get crit here.
He will.
He does.
The punches with that damage that he'd obtained on the Spirit. A good plus 69 bonus damage with that Astral. It's top right. The bounty room, Mind Control, the pay of his life, unless he is able to continue to keep the distance. They're bringing over Saxa as well. They want to chase for this one, and Fly has not got enough mana to TP out.
He's wasting a lot of time though, but they will get the kill.
And they go, give it to Mind Control. Extra bit of money for the Shaker.
And they get a... See, Sumail hits level 6 because Fada made the rotation out. So now Fada has to actually jungle for a bit here at risk of dying.
That's correct. Walk himself into PPD. PPD out of range of the Light Strike. Distance will be kept. So now, see if he can do anything here with the Invis rune. Fada not quite level 6. No. But he'll simply come in and reveal himself. Doesn't feel that he would have enough damage.
The double bracer build is so ridiculous. 1400 HP on Kunkka.
Oh, one lane S4 getting aggressive onto Ace. They're able to bring him down. Crit with a Light Strike finds the kill onto the Drow. With Fly's presence, they surround PPD 2, looking to chase down another. Again, Crit with the stun control will help bring PPD down. EG will strike.
He's going to be the one to soak the lane for now and try to slow down that pressure coming out. Might get punished here though.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's Mind Control. And Saxa diving in. Light Strike's going to be off the mark as they keep the distance, take him down. And to kill with the split.
Saxa already he's level 7 on this Phoenix already because they gave him so much top, and then Ace leaving the lane as well. Just really prioritizing this Phoenix levels this game. They did give him a lot last time, of course, too. They gave him that bottom lane pretty early on, but this time they're really giving Saxa the best start possible. Bottom. He's got stick charges for that egg. Considering it here.
See how much you can poke out of S4.
They're playing with each other here.
He's going to force the Primal Split to come out. Crit's going to be there with Fly, and with those two heroes, they've got enough to bring down the egg. As Saxo, he was just sort of hoping to bait out an ult and a retreat, but it wasn't going to be the case. We are going to see NiP try and punch back though, even after losing Saxo, but Sumail, he's there with the control. They'll torrent up PPD. EG gets a double kill.
But Sumail very significantly farmed. He doesn't have the boat up. Gets hit by the stomp, but there's very low mana on Fada. Can they actually try to threaten this? I don't think so.
Yeah, Fada doesn't even want to try and commit with the mana that he's got left. He knows that this is pretty much an impossible kill between the two of them. Without the ult yet being online for PPD. Bottom lane, EG will drive the tower, but Saxo does get the deny. Does not have a dive though.
5 mana for Laguna.
EG can run him down. They'll have it, and indeed, Crit's got the map. A few ways he can play his way out of this one. He's trying his best. Torrent's going to be off the mark. Mind Control is going to do his best to hide. He has got an Echo available. He is surrounded, does have the mana with the sword, but he knows that it's very hard. I mean, Mind Control. He'll finally fall. Didn't want to try and commit the Echo for a play against the three of them.
He didn't have any rotations coming up. Like last game,
totally
he already had it. He doesn't allow him to jungle nearly as fast as a Terrorblade. And immediately, EG, they're smoked and they're hunting.
They've got the grip from Fly. They've got that way to open up, and straight away flies in with the grip.
And the Shark.
No chance for Ace up top. As EG will get those wards down and get out. They will find him though. He actually teamed it over to the Shrine. With the Nightmare.
God's caught mid-dive.
Cancelling the dive. Crit's in with the burst. Laguna to ensure the kill. May put Crit in a bit of a scary position though. As with the Shrine nearby. Fight quick with the TP in to make sure they can find a trade. But EG, they're actually bringing in Sumail and Arteezy for this fight. The blink will not hit. As Mind Control able to blink out, starting to back off. They get on top of him though with the S4 bruise split. Mind Control will die as EG. Prediction in favor of NiP, 70% at the moment.
Especially when Storm Spirit's been losing like most of the games, right? Very interesting. The jump forwards, well.
They need a lot of damage though to bring down
the
but they do have control. The Earth Splitter comes out onto the three of them. Sumail will fall. Get the one. Vote from the grave though. Comes down PPD, trying to back up.
We've got this one ward
We'll
placed.
see Saxa. So if they were happy settling for a Phoenix, and looks like they will be. Straight up with the grip. Saxa will get caught out. So, I mean, it's just a support, but at the same time, every time they can sort of take away an element of this team fight, they know that NiP is going to struggle to deal with EG then sort of taking that kill and turning it into an objective.
They get the sleep on. They do. With the buyback from Saxa, they want to take this fight.
He does get too close as he's just getting burst down. Fada now trying to turn things. This is 2 buybacks used here by NiP in an attempt to turn things around. But EG, they're already starting to back off. As can they actually catch anything here, NiP? They'll get a tower deny at the least. But EG more than happy with that one as they force out 2 buybacks. And very little is found in return by NiP.
And it's a Bruce split down.
Middle tower is under attack.
Oh, NiP, they still have both the fight available. Fada gets long forward.
Listen with Crit straight away. A Nightmare comes through, but will not save him. Fisher from Mind Control finishes off.
He can ever be in that front line. If he can itemize, if he can get himself like a Glimmer and just run in or one of these type of items, he's going to be quite poor this game, but if he can get on top of that TB, their damage is going to be really damn high as mid. S4.
S4 doesn't now split back up in time. Fada they'll see if they can try for more.
Low man on Fada, but he's probably going to shrine up before he tries to make a play here with his team.
EG do have the high ground.
Spirit
Jump
sees
forward.
Fly.
Mind Control, Freeman Fisher loads it up, ready for the setup, and the follow through is there from Fada. Zips in immediately onto the 2 of them. Phoenix Egg being committed, and Sumail and Crit will back off. In fact, with the turnaround, Crit, he's able to just look straight towards Fada and burst him with the Laguna Blade. They'll still chase on. Mind Control blinks forward, really wants this kill onto Lina, will get it, but now EG can fight back. Crit buys back immediately. The sleep from Peter, range in time to hold him back. So we'll be able to play his way out of that one. Ace. Shadow Blade complete.
Lane Saxa has to be careful not to get used.
Got the setup. Has he got the timing? He certainly has. He does not have a Laguna Blade.
He's tanking.
Yeah, Saxa's going to be able to dive off, but now with the turnaround Mind Control. Echo Slam straight on top of S4. The Fisher down onto the other 2, but Sumail doesn't get caught out. So he leads in with the Ghost Ship. The silence from Ace don't cancel the Fiend's grip, keeping Fada fine. As Fada and Ace now looking for the retreat. Fada low on mana, uses the last remainder of it to get himself far enough away from Sumail. 2 for 2.
EG has these 2 BKBs now online, so Sumail does use it there, but Arteezy's able to save it a bit longer.
And Fada just able to escape. Didn't have much mana left, but it was enough.
PPD. will get set up here. That Aether Lens plus fuels on crit. He's got the Laguna this time if he wants to commit it, but they've got more than enough backup to... Okay, never mind, he's gonna...
Yeah, Crit Nut doesn't want to mess around there. Tried to leave it for some to stay alive and be able to get on top of them all. Why? With the setup, he has got a Fiend Script if he wants to go for this. PPD is there from the side, so can look for a stomp to help things out, but S4 is already out with the Primal Split. PPD attempts for the sleep, it holds back Sumail, but with the split already out, Arteezy and S4 can chase down PPD and find the Elder Titan.
He protects his 4 position.
Look around here, this could catch them off guard.
It's a smoke on smoke. All about
see.
that high ground EG, they'll claim it themselves. Smoke gets broken, crit.
They're going to jump straight away. Looking for the Lina, taking Crit out of the fight. Crit Scott. BKB's committed by Fighter, but so is from Arteezy. With BKB on Ace. He's moving forward, fly. Tries the grip, but Ace gets the silence up. It doesn't matter. The damage from Arteezy takes down Ace. He'll run towards the egg, but he knows that they can't take it down. They'll back off for now. Fighter trying to play around with S4. S4, they're able to slow him down with the Drunken Haze. No attacks flying through from Fighter for now. Arteezy wanting to go back in. He's got the full Manta. He's got the damage onto Fighter. Fighter down to mana. Fighter cannot escape. Mind controller in with the echo with the torrent. Sumail puts Mind Control's combo to a halt, buying time for Arteezy to get the Sunder off. And Sumail, he's not done yet. Come back here, Mr. Peter Pandam. I ain't done with you. And for them to wrap around from.
Gonna have to watch how Mind Control can get the Echo Slam off.
We'll see the Courier heading over. They know exactly where EG is. Crit and Fly standing together. They'll reveal themselves as Fighter tips in with the BKB. Commits onto Crit with a Nightmare. Buys some time for Crit. He's able to use himself off. He's not dead yet. Finally, will he fall? He does go down. They get the Crit kill, but it takes so much time from...
Half mana, he's gonna TP though, but it's dying very quickly. Can they make it in time?
Dire's bottom tower.
If they can, Fly holding PPD away from the pit. As Roshan, Ilsul, evil geniuses, they get it, and now they're ready to fight EG, jumping forward straight away on top of PPD, dragged back into the combo from Sumail, as they'll send him up into the air. S4 has more than enough control. Crit says that's my kill. They're able to take it with the... into a Sunder. The rum from Sumail.
Has the BKB out of his Yules. We'll have to be...
Yeah, pop it straight away, but Arteezy, he's already there on the backline, looking towards PPD. He's charging in with the BKB and takes down the Elder Titan. Hims would have really sort of had it on. Oh, Courier? Nah, doesn't want to risk it. He's out of there. He's spooked.
He gets spotted as well, so yeah, it's scared. Almost there. I mean, full AC coming out.
EG there on the high ground. We're going to see NiP trying to with the Earth Splitter and the grab straight away, but they're sleeping deep, buying time for S4 to potentially get off the split if he wants to. Gonna get sent up into the air by the Yules from Mind Control, but now Mind Control just gets turned upon immediately. The Metamorphosis is out. Two buybacks are having to come out from NiP as they're just getting overrun by EG. Arteezy does not have the vision for Ace. So Ace will be able to escape with the Shadow Blade. Arteezy been disarmed, runs back into the safe hands of Crit and Sumail.
Position top, they keep drawing the lines. Just keep these side lanes, keep every single lane pushed in onto NiP's side. And PPD, he's getting caught again, and he used buyback.
BKB is going to be committed by Arteezy. Wants to get PPD out. I don't think the plan was to be in this position when Peter decided to attempt a Drow strat again against Arteezy's Terrorblade.
Radiant's top tower.
As they're playing up to the high ground as well. He's going to be kept safe. Fighter, he's trying to poke back at this. He has got an Arcane Rune active at the moment. Sent up into the air by the Yules. Can they control it? They're going to try and tell him. They've got the silence. Mind Control goes to the Echo, but there's not enough damage. The Sunder as well. Arteezy, he gives his life for S4, but it's going to potentially cost him his own. The ultimate is going down, but Arteezy with the BKB, he keeps S4 alive. Sumail will fall. A buyback comes out from Fighter as Arteezy will finally lose the Aegis. The split's still active as S4 can look to go hunting for more here as they control Mind Control, throwing him up and down. He gets the blink off the back of his own Yules. Saxo as well able to TP back to the base. A Fisher trying to protect Ace, but Arteezy Hurricane pikes himself over the... That play as well, Arteezy giving his life there, feeling confident he had the Aegis, knowing that if he can keep S4 alive, allow S4 to get the split off, they can take the fight. But now Arteezy, he's zipped in, they have the control, the sleep as well, he gets the Thunder again. Arteezy, he's alive, takes out Mind Control, but the X back to safety by Sumail, but Arteezy, he wants to keep going in, moves into the BKB, has to respect when the BKB does run out and will return to hitting away at the racks. No Mind Control for 80 seconds. EG have the space to take the bottom set of racks.
They pass him the cheese too, just in case.
That's NiP really playing from behind now. He had at 11 out of 10. This is Arteezy at full power. As Dota Plus has realized its errors. 83% Now, as it says for EG, is EG already straight up to the top racks. They're looking to take more. Still 25 without the threat of mind control. At this Rax has got as well. Fada will try for the lead in. He's committing straight away on top of Samel, but Samel gets the chance to pop the BKB. The boat's going to come down as well. But stun, it connects on PPD. And it's Fada too. Fada will be able to zip back to base. But now Ace, the Sunder aggressively used by RTZ, brings Ace down. The torrents there onto Saxa. As Ace and PPD do not have buyback. Saxa does. They have the three of them. But that topped up against NiP. 20k advantage.
And they've got meta.
They're not done.
No, they want to close this one.
EG, is there any stopping them now? This one, mind control, is in trouble on the side. The BKB committed by S4 is on top of it. The light strike for crit. Do they have the vision though? They don't. Mind control will still get out of vision. Gets the blink out as well. Talks towards the TV. Echo Sam's out, but the illusions with the Scotty slowing him down. Mind control is dead. Fada, the final attempt hit from his storm. It's not slowing them down as EG, they take the mid-racks. The damage now onto the tier 4s. 20 seconds until Ace is back. They have no splitter, they have no supernova.
They've got the grip on Fada on the bottom too.
Trying their best, but indeed, again, Sax is caught out. Fada gets bursted down. GG, well played, it's called. As evil geniuses will move on here at the Malaysian major, Kuala Lumpur major. And NiP reached the end of the road.
EG just, it got to a point where Arteezy's